I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We're finally leaving our winter marina. Well, sort of. We've sailed a whole 700 meters from our winter berth to the Preveza town quay. Not exactly an epic voyage, but it's the start of our cruising season. While trying to dock at the town wall, I had some steering issues, so I dropped our GoPro in the water to investigate. It turns out both of our props are covered in marine growth. Since we're not hauling out for a few more weeks, we need to clean the props if we want to steer safely around the Ionian. It's early April and the water is freezing, so instead of diving in ourselves, we chickened out and hired a pro diver to clean the props for us. In this episode, we're exploring life in Preveza and visiting the charming town of Vonitsa in the Ambracian Gulf. During the summer, this place supposedly is absolutely packed with boats, all stern-tied, one after the other. If we stay here much longer, we're probably going to have to stern-tie as well. He just threw his lines to this guy in the teal blue shirt, helping tie him off. Using his bow thrusters to keep the boat from going straight back. That's the marina that we wintered in. And this is the town quay, which is getting a little bit busier and busier. We have a scuba diver under our boat. We are paying somebody to clean our props. Sorry, that's Zoe's poop. Because the water's too freaking frigid. Anyway, this is the Preveza town quay. Where did he go? We got water and electric there, but our solar's been doing so great with the lithium, we haven't needed any. By far, we're, knock on wood, great on solar, but we did get some water so that this guy could power wash our props. Oh, and I don't know if I ever showed you guys our little setup of the solars up here. These are the ones that Roman gave us in exchange for one of our things.
Αυτά το κουμπάς λίγο με αυτό, αλλά και θα κάλεσα με αυτό. Άκου τώρα. Παίρνα γρήγορα τις τρύπες.
So I'm sitting in my nicely decorated little new office. Oh, there we go with the generator again. I guess he's gonna power wash somewhere. A lot more homey now than when Donovan had this table full of electronics. And all right, back to work, Claudine. You got a video to make. I'm getting too old for this shit. Turn it down. It's honey. Sailors, please note, avoid the Preveza town quay in easterly or southeasterly winds. Trust us, it's brutal. One night with strong winds blowing from the east, we were tied side on to the wall, getting slammed into the concrete quay. Our fenders took an absolute beating. While we were watching TV, we got a message from our friends aboard Trinity asking for help. Their boat was stern tied just a few boat lengths away, and while the boat itself was okay, their dinghy was getting tossed around like a rag doll in the swell. They needed to get it out of the water, but the outboard engine made it way too heavy.
Be careful, babe.
Donovan bravely jumped into the dinghy, basically a mechanical bull ride in a washing machine. Their setup includes a line and pulley system to lift the engine, but in these conditions, it was not going to be easy. And after a long struggle, managed to release the locking pin that holds the engine to its mount. We laid out yoga mats on the concrete to protect the dinghy and used the pulleys to lift the engine. Just as we were raising it, the fuel line snagged, so we had to lower it again, untangle it, and then try once more.
Set it down for a second. Yep. Set it down. At least get it down. Yeah, set it down. There. Yeah, we're good here. Okay. Okay. Step 1, complete Donovan. And step 2, rescue Donovan. Stuck in the boat.
Once the engine was safely on the boat, we pulled the dinghy out and secured it on the mats. Crisis averted. Today we're sailing about 2 hours south-ish into the Ambracian Gulf to the lovely town of Vonitsa. But before we get too far, we're going to stop just outside the marina in the anchorage to test our new bridle. If it doesn't work, we'd be stuck without anchoring ability, so it's best to sort that out close to town.
That's the wall. And we're going to go practice our anchoring with our new bridle. And depickle our water maker. And just do a little bit of a mini shakedown cruise.
Can you repeat the letter? Was it D for Delta?
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. Alright, testing out. The bridle's on?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it back and rev it up. Tell me once it's stretched out. He said slowly, so we're about done?
Go back.
Alright, going back. Are we moving? I don't see the horizon moving. I don't see any more black dots being added. If we were dragging, there would be little black dots. So I think we're good.
Good.
Looks good?
Yeah, we'll bring it back in, okay?
Alright, I'll put it in neutral while we should be bouncing back forward again. Was it easier than the other bridle?
Yeah. Well, the chain is rusted, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to keep this off the see if this comes through
What happened? Why'd you say whoop?
because of that. It caught. It hit that, so you just all you have to do is this.
So our bridle is off.
It went around.
It's tangled up somehow.
Yeah, that's because it went around. I got it. Watch out.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the helm. Take the anchor back up and head on over to Vonitsa for the night to get out of Dodge for a little while. I did forget to mark our spot where we dropped the anchor, so I need to remember that in the future. We're finally out of the marina and the town wall and starting our sailing season. And nothing says starting your sailing season than having both of your engines on and no sails up. Alright, welcome to Vonitsa. We are anchored because it was a little too windy for my taste to back up to the wall, and there's no boats there. And if you look at the reviews on the Navily app and the No Foreign Land apps, there's big metal. What is that metal? What's that metal, construction metal called? That pokes out of the concrete? Rebar. There's rebar, chunks of rebar. And I remember that from last year when we tied up with the dinghy. There was rebar that we were trying to keep away our dinghy from. So we're anchored for now. We went up to that castle last October, I think. And Lamigaloo is having trouble with their anchor chain counter. They anchored, but a lot more chain came out than what their chain counter was telling them they had out, which happened to us twice last year because we lost the little magnet. We didn't lose it, it fell out or something, it was worn out. So we had to put little magnets in there, but theirs is brand new, they just got it, so maybe it just needs to be calibrated, they think. We just had our engines on, so we should have some hot water for tonight, which will be nice to take a shower.
If you saw episode 153, you've been with us to Vonitsa before when we hiked up to the castle.
Of course he disappears as soon as I come out with the phone.
He came up and, I mean, it was like, look, it's not here, baby. Not back there.
Do it again?
There he is, watch out. See him coming up? Right there.
Aww.
I did not. Vonitsa Castle sits on the hill above the town and dates back to the 10th century with the most current structure built by the Venetians. The views from the top are absolutely worth the climb. Vonitsa itself is a peaceful, scenic town with a long waterfront promenade, friendly locals, and a very relaxed atmosphere. It's much less touristy than many Ionian spots, which makes it feel like a hidden gem. There's great food, calm anchorages, and easy access to nature and history all around. We knocked another project off the list. Well, Donovan did. He installed new fairleads and furling blocks, so now we can control both our genoa and gennaker sails from the helm. Before this, we had to manage the gennaker furling from the bow, which could get tricky. You might remember episode 94 when we first learned to fly our gennaker and parasailer. Now all three sail lines run cleanly to the helm, so no more bow gymnastics while underway. Story time! While docked over winter, Donovan and I joined a local gym in Preveza called Energym. He hung out in the weights section, and I did morning classes like yoga and Pilates. I bought some of the same equipment to recreate a boat workout and told myself I'd keep it up at least 4 to 5 times a week. That way I could maintain my progress until we returned to the Marina in November. Well, that happened maybe twice, and then pretty much never again. The end.
Despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board.
That wraps up our short trip to Vonitsa. Our shakedown sail is complete. Now we're back on the Preveza town quay and ready to start heading further afield into the Ionian before our solar arch and panels are installed, as well as our haul out and Nidri for Copper Cove.
So far shaking for my own. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, oh, I'll always be your captain. captain. I'll be your captain. I'll always be your captain. Ooh. I'll always be your captain. I told you you're my ball. Through the wind and fire we tried, hold on. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed, words that come together, a story that we never told. So far you're shaking for my own. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break,
join us on our next episode when we sail back to Lefkada and face some stormy weather in Nidri.
You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I always be your captain. Be your captain.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching. Bye guys!